According to a report from the New York Times this week, Suzanne Scott, the CEO of Fox News, is likely headed for a deposition very soon. The deposition, of course, would be related to the $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit filed against the network by Dominion Voting Systems. And deposing the CEO of the network would be huge for Dominion and their legal team. Because as we know, the information that, of course, has been made public in court filings by Dominion, Mrs. Scott, at one point, had sent a memo to the network saying, don't give the crazies an inch. So she was well aware that there were crazy people, Rudy, Giuliani, and Sidney, trying to get on the network to spread lies about companies like Dominion and about the 2020 election as a whole. She said, don't give them an inch. Don't do this. And then, of course, hosts on her network turned around and they did that. They did exactly what she had told them not to do. And she just, whatever. You did it. I don't care. She also recently suffered a humiliating legal defeat when her text messages and emails, of course, were handed over to Dominion. Fox News, for the first time ever, not doing well in a defamation lawsuit. Typically, they get these things dismissed immediately. But that hasn't happened, and that is why this is so remarkable. And that's why I love talking about it. But deposing the CEO of the network, who, according to the documents that Dominion has in their hands, told the network not to do this, but then the network did it, but then she did nothing. They're going to destroy her if this deposition takes place. And I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about the fact like, oh, this is great, but it's not like she's going to give anything up, right? She's not going to crack in a deposition. She's the CEO, for God's sake. They can hold it together. And to that I say, have you ever seen a deposition performed by a good lawyer? Because I have. I have worked with Mike Papantonio, a legendary trial lawyer here in the United States, for almost 2 decades. I have watched depositions that man has done with executives from some of the biggest companies on the planet. I'm talking about companies that are literally household names. You have something that these companies made in your house right now, possibly on your person. Mike Papantonio has sat there in depositions with the executives, right? The board of directors. And I have watched him on several different occasions make those people cry. And I'm not speaking in hyperbole. He has literally reduced them to tears during depositions, right? The higher ups, multimillionaires pulling in those golden parachutes, right? So if you think that just because somebody's a CEO means they're not going to crack in a deposition, then you don't know anything about the law. Now, unfortunately, of course, Mike Papantonio is not handling the case for Dominion Voting Systems, but based on the victories that I have seen from them so far in this particular issue, they've got some good lawyers. So maybe they can crack Suzanne Scott. Maybe they can't. Maybe she'll sit there stone-faced and not give anything up, not give an inch. Maybe she'll dance around issues and not give clear answers. We don't know. But we will know, because if the previous rulings are any indication, if they tell her to sit for a subpoena, sit for a deposition, she's going to have to sit for a deposition. Fox News, as I said, is not doing well in this lawsuit at all. Everything is working against them. And if Dominion's lawyers get to sit there with Suzanne Scott in that room, it's not going to be good for the network. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.